release of Ahsoka Episode 4, titled Part 4 Fallen Jedi, the series is now halfway over. With that being said, have my thoughts changed in any way between Episode 1 and now? Well, before we get into that, let's talk about Episode 4. Hey everyone, I'm the guy with no name, and without further ado, let's get into it. So this episode picks up directly after the end of Part 3, where Ahsoka and Sabine are trying to repair their ship and get to the star map to stop Elsbeth from acquiring Thrawn's location. Meanwhile, Hera makes a decision as to whether she's going to obey orders or provide New Republic support to her friends. Part 4 is directed by Peter Ramsey and is once again written by Dave Filoni, and to me, it's easily the best of the series so far. That's definitely a relief considering Episode 3 was my least favorite. Having seen Episode 4 now, I still stand by my thoughts that Episodes 3 and 4 should have been combined into one episode with just some scenes shortened here and there to make it feel more complete. The lightsaber battles are definitely the standout of this episode. I enjoyed the clear samurai inspiration, and it was interesting seeing two people with different fighting styles duel. Also, the ending was really cool and intriguing, and while it's a cliffhanger ending, unlike Episode 3, I found myself wanting to watch the next episode immediately, and yet still being satisfied with what we got. The acting in the first 4 episodes is kind of hard to explain. I mean, I think everyone does a good job, especially Ray Stevenson. He's probably my favorite. I mean, every time he's on screen, I just find myself more into it, and he does a great job of portraying a villain who lives by his own moral code. I always find that to be intriguing. I'm still on board with Sabine. I do find myself to be a little less on board than I initially was with Dawson as Ahsoka. I don't know, I mean, I keep reminding myself that Ahsoka in Rebels is much more stoic and serious than she is in the Clone Wars, and she is older in this series than she is in Rebels. But even keeping that in mind, I do feel like she's just playing it a little too emotionless. But I don't know, not to give anything away, but with the end of the last episode, maybe we'll see more, emotions and feelings in this upcoming episode. Who knows? And then Hera, I'm still not sure about. Winstead's performance is good, but I don't know, I'm just having a hard time connecting the dots between the characters in the animation to live action. Also, I'm starting to get the criticism more and more that some people are having that a lot of the characters are just a bit too stoic. And I am feeling like Filoni should have taken a page out of Rebels and provided just a bit more humor. I like serious Star Wars, I do. I don't like when there's too much humor, but I do think it should have a bit more humor just to balance everything out. As far as the story goes, I have found Ahsoka to be the most focused out of all the Disney Plus series, which is much appreciated. I'm really excited for what the second half of the series is going to bring. Grand Admiral Thrawn is actually in my top 3 Star Wars villains of all time, so I'm really hoping that the story will do him justice. I'm really glad that Lars Mikkelsen was cast as Thrawn, and I know he'll do the best he can to make him a formidable opponent, but I'm just hoping that this series will help people realize who maybe are not aware of Thrawn just how big of a deal he actually is. So what are your thoughts on the first half of Ahsoka? Are you on board? Are you out? Are you still on the fence? Also, how does it compare to the other Star Wars Disney Plus series? To keep it apples to apples, how does it compare to the first halves of the different seasons, whether it be The Mandalorian, Obi-Wan, Andor? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, if you haven't already, please check out my reviews of the earlier episodes of Ahsoka. And if you like this, there's definitely going to be more content coming out like this, so please like, comment, and subscribe. Or don't. I don't care. Anyways, this is Guy with No Name, signing off.